What's going on, you guys? I am tapping in to a some ancestors. Um, I'm not sure if guides as well, but I'm definitely tapping into some ancestors outside of my own bloodline. I found out from being in a little meditation this morning. So I came on to share some downloads that I got this morning, fresh out of my sleep, and some that I also got during my meditation as I was just laying there meditating. Okay. I got a lot. I kept waking up and then going back to sleep, and I kept getting a lot. So I had to wake up and get my little journal. Now, just take it as it resonates, guys, because it is in like little bits and pieces some of you may not understand. I don't understand everything. Okay. So we're going to find out. All right. So I did hear the letters E, S, and I also heard the letter M. So if that resonates for anyone, I did get a download of the S, meaning like the shape of the S, right? Meaning, or not necessarily meaning, but they gave me a instant download of a winding road, right? Instead of a straight path, some of you are on a winding road, twists and turns, right? And then I got the E as an image of, the small E, looping road, looping, right? Looping into a dead end. Okay. So it spoke of the paths that some of you are choosing to take. Okay. And I shared a reading yesterday about um, the looping backwards, which reminds me of the E, looping to a dead end. However, that is not your end all be all. If this is you collective, this is a karmic collective. I feel like that's for, because they didn't get the lesson, so they're looping backwards, right? Spiraling backwards, right? So it doesn't mean that that's where they're going to stay. It simply means that they chose to do a do-over because they did not get the lesson the first time. Okay. So that was that, right? And then I saw an image of a masculine's hands as in a suit, as if he were at his desk, and it was he was gathering some files. It looks like legal files, and then he kind of just like tapped the files like that, and then held them down on his desk, and I got an instant intuitive feeling of legal documents are completed. Okay. And that may be a message for some of you. You know who you are. I don't know. Okay. And so these are ancestors that are coming through me to speak to you. Okay. Ancestors, not all of them. I'm getting chills in my legs. That's a confirming message. So um uh I'm not, all of these ancestors are not from my bloodline. That was confirmed to me this morning. Okay. Some of these ancestors belong to the collective. Okay. And you know who you are. Right. So I also got the phrase the death of October. I have no idea what that means. Okay. We can get into that in the reading in a minute. I can pull some cards, but I do know that just intuitively, October is the number of 10, right? 10 is the reset point, breaks down to a 1. That is the new beginning. Okay. So that could just simply mean the transition into a new beginning. Okay. And then I also got mask off. Okay. So that together simply tells me that there is a change in the energy, right? Moving into a new cycle, and there will be no more illusion. Mask off. Okay. No more trickery, no more illusions and manipulation and games and playing in people's faces. Mask off is what it said. Okay. And then I'm literally in the shower after my workout. I'm taking a shower. I'm minding my own business. Okay. And all of a sudden, guys, don't laugh, but okay, I heard liberty, liberty, liberty. Okay, just like that. I'm like, really? Okay. But it goes along with the message I just posted yesterday. The ancestors were upset when I got the download. We're not gonna take it. No, we're not gonna take it. So if you go listen to the lyrics, and read those lyrics, it means rebelling, I'm sorry, um against what is the word I'm looking for? Help me, guys. There's a word I'm looking for in particular. Okay, but it's kind of like coming into your freedom. Okay, oppression. That's the word. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you, guys, angels, and divine ancestors. Oppression. I was looking for that word. So rebelling against oppression, right? So the guys, the ancestors, are what they're saying is in the season is over. Okay. Mask off on the main stage, and you know what I'm talking about, right? And on the stages of your own home. Mask off. The death of October hit the reset point. That's what I'm just getting in my spirit. October was the reset point, the new cycle, the new earth. We've merged into the new earth, right? So mask off, no more illusion, no more games. Everything is being exposed by way of the divine. Okay. And there's nothing that anyone can do about it. The divine has spoken, period. It's done. Okay. And so the oppressed will be set free in this season. Nothing will be able to keep you in the dark. And I forgot another one. I was about to put my book up. So now I really wanted to get into the reading now because it was talking about, I heard another phrase, an image, right? So I'm hearing and seeing at this point, right? So there was a image of a mother in the bathtub, right? And she was yelling at her daughter in another room, I'm guessing, and she called her name out and she said, "Stephanie, get low." That's what she said, right? And as she was yelling, I didn't see Stephanie. I saw Stephanie may resonate for someone. I saw a really mean dog. Okay. It was a dog that had a horrible growl, and it was a dark, looked like a gray kind of blackish dog. And it looked really vicious. Okay. So I asked my guides, was that a warning message for someone? And was it to be taken at face value, or was it a metaphor? And they said it was a metaphor, right? So let's get into the reading about that, about this mother calling out to her daughter, telling her to get low to try to protect her from the vicious dog, right? Okay, let's get into that because I feel like I know what the other ones was about with the mask off and the death of October. It's the changing of the seasons with that message, right? I kind of got that one as I was talking about it. So let's get into the image that I saw of the mother. Okay, that's why I'm here. But first, ancestors, angels and ancestors of the Most High. What are the messages for the collective at this time? The white witch coming out, coming out on the fence, being a light. So it's suggesting that you become the white witch, be the light. Okay. Allow your wisdom in. Okay. By being on the fence, you do have a choice here, is what I'm getting, but it is asking you to bring in your wisdom. Okay. Bring in your wisdom. They want you to be enlightened, be in the know, and become the divine being that you are as a white witch here. Okay. What are the other messages, if any? You can choose this path, is what I'm getting. Okay. You can choose the path of the white witch, and it's simply becoming more in tune with who you are as a spiritual being and understanding the power that you hold within. That's all that is. Okay. No hocus pocus stuff. Okay. Like people like to talk about witches. All right. There's dark and light to everything. White witch is a positive energy, a high vibrational being that is tapped into wisdom. Okay. Sage came out. All right. So it's saying being devoted and committed. So this is a confirming message here. Your guides and ancestors, your angels are telling you, you have a choice. Okay. They would like you to commit to the journey. Okay. You have a choice at leveling up in wisdom here, right? And they would like you to commit and be devoted to that journey. That is the message that I got when I pulled this out. And this is confirming it here, right? With the sage energy. They would like you to be devoted and committed to your spiritual journey here, right? Okay. As the white witch. I don't know why I like to I like to leave the little angels and ancestors cards up throughout the reading for some reason lately. All right. Any more before we get into the download message? Any more messages from the angels and ancestors at this time? My hands were all over the place, so I'm going to do one more shuffle. Any more messages? Ooh, I'm feeling heavy about going to my Kipperish deck. All right. Shalom Master. Okay. The Shalom Master is coming forward. Okay. So the Shalom Master is saying be graceful in movement and action. Okay. Be graceful in movement and action. Right. And I don't know, that looks like a lizard there. There's a message in everything, right? The owl represents wisdom. I can't remember what the lizard represented. Is that a lizard? I'm gonna have to look that up and see what that is because everything is a message. So I'm gonna have to look that up and see what that is on his hand. But being graceful in movement and action. It doesn't really look like a lizard now to me. Some type of bug. I don't know what that is. Be graceful in movement because lizards have long tails. I'm getting all off guard. Okay. It's going to be revealed to me and I'm going to look at it and see what it means. All right. Be graceful in movement and action. I just feel like for me, that is just in alignment with this here, becoming the high level soul being that you are, right, is going to naturally align you with grace. Okay. It's going to naturally align you with who you are as a soul being passionate about who you are, being compassionate about souls around you, and being graceful. Okay. Being trustworthy, being honest and true. Okay. It's what I'm just getting. Like the way you make moves are going to change, becoming who you are as a soul level being here. Okay. One with patience, one with calm, just moving in grace here. Okay. Being able to forgive others for their shortcomings, as you have been forgiven as well. Right. Any more messages? I feel like I'm also getting this for some of the karmic collectives that have chosen to go backwards. And this is what your guides are asking you to do at this time. Be committed to the journey that you have signed up for. So as you go backwards, karmics, get into your owl white witch wisdom here and transform is what I'm getting for you. Okay. Don't just allow yourself to keep looping, right? That's what I'm getting for the karmic collective. Commit, devote, right? With that sage energy, devote to yourself and your team around you, right? Get it done. That's what your soul came here to do. Evolve. Any more messages? I think this is it. I think that's it. And Magic Garden. See, you can't make it up. Magic Guardian says tap into the magic within. You can't make it up. It's a confirming message. They want you to go deeper. Okay. Heal, evolve, forgive, get out of the loop, karmics. And those of you who are out of the loop and are moving to the next level, it's just simply telling you to go deeper in who you are and allowing that wisdom to come forth as you continue to devote yourself with that sage energy here to your healing journey, becoming this shalom master, graceful, okay, loving, forgiving. You're continuing to tap into your magic here. Your gifts are coming online. It's saying unlock the magic within. Your magic is going to automatically be unlocked as you continue to commit to the journey, right? Becoming that light that you are as a white witch, bringing in that wisdom and being graceful in your aura, your energy here. Okay. This is a beautiful message from the guides. Thank you, guides, angels, and ancestors for showing up, asking you to be graceful, tap into your magic, stay devoted, right? And become that wisdom that you already are. I love that. I love that. Okay. So let's get into the message of the image that I got with the woman trying to save her daughter from the dog. Okay. The vicious dog is what I saw, right? And I want to get into my Kipperish deck. I feel heavily pulled to this Kipperish deck for this reading, right? So let's get into it. I hope I'm not all loud in this microphone as I tap my cards. All right. All right. So let's get into it. I gotta break this deck up. It is so, look, they already coming out the gate. Okay. So I'm talking to a divine feminine here. Okay. That is coming into or already have began to cultivate self-love here. Okay. So we're talking to a divine feminine or masculine who is coming into self-love or already has come in. I feel like this is already has come into self-love. Okay. Tell me more about this. So I may be talking to this collective. You've already come into your self-love journey here. All right. I may be talking to that collective as it relates to the image that I saw, right? With the female energy in the bathtub. I got to get what that's about, right? Water is emotions, right? Water is about emotions. Water is about cleansing. So she may have been cleansing herself, right? And now as she's cleansing herself and protecting her energy, now she's trying to protect others around her from that vicious energy is what I'm getting just off of one card here with the self-love. Tell me more. Can you tell me about the image of the mother protecting her daughter, telling her daughter to get low? And you said it was a metaphor. Okay. Yes. Holy Spirit. Bam. Come on now. Come on through. Come on through, guys. Angels, ancestors. Y'all be showing out. I get excited. Oh my God. I get excited. Baby. Divine feminines have come into their self-love. You guys, and divine masculines too. But I feel like I'm talking to a majority of divine feminines at this time. You have come into self-love here. Self-love of yourself. I just posted a card about that. That Queen of Swords came out. Okay. Standing 10 toes down on business, loving herself, setting boundaries is what I pulled. Okay. All right. And I attached the song to it, A Curse and a Blessing by Megan Thee Stallion. If y'all haven't heard that, Megan Thee Stallion, or is it Megan Thee Stallion? I think it's Megan Thee Stallion. I'm not really into all this music. So I just be getting intuitively, I love music, but I listen to like Ari Lennox and Lucky Day. I love them. I listen to them all day. Erykah Badu, stuff like that, right? But all this other stuff, I only listen to rap when I go to the gym. But all this other stuff is downloads. All this other stuff I do not listen to. But I attached to that particular card the Queen of Swords, Megan Thee Stallion, Blessing and a Curse. Listen to the lyrics. These women are leveling up globally. Okay. Self-loving on them, understanding who they are as a soul, taking their power back, and they are rising. They have risen. Bump rising. They have risen. Their eyes are wide open to the manipulation around them. Okay. They're done dangling. And that's why I heard, we're not gonna take it the other day, right? The ancestors are upset. They're done. They have showed you a level of freedom, divine feminines. Okay. That's why I heard in the shower this morning, liberty, liberty, liberty. You are free. You are free from the mass manipulation that was going on around you, collective. You are free. And you are being, and by that download, I got mask off. The divine has deliberately stepped in. Time's up to set you free. Okay. Yes. So the lady in the bathtub that I got, the mother, now she has freed herself and now she is trying to protect her daughter from the vicious dog that was growling, right? Let's get some more messages here. She was obsession. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. 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 So there's not only manipulation that this energy is protecting you from, and what I also got was some of you guys are not might not even be your mother protecting you, maybe your ancestors and your angels. Okay. But in the image, it was the mother telling the daughter, as she called out her name, Stephanie, and she said, get low. Okay. So what I'm getting is they're letting you know what's happening around you. Okay. Manipulation, obsession. This is the energies that is happening around you. And that is what the divine feminine is protecting you from. And I feel like the divine feminine may be your angels, maybe your ancestors, and maybe loved ones in your home. Okay. So take that as it resonates, but please tap in and listen to your intuition, feminines, okay? So that you can learn this energy around you so that you can be safe. And it may not be just a physical safety here. Manipulation is mental, right? Obsession is a mental illness, right? Okay. And it can become physical. Any more messages at this time? Any more messages from the image? Okay. Baby, you can't make it up. You can't make it up. Yeah. So, and I felt this in my gut. Karmic masculine came out, but it came out in reverse. I'm getting tongue tied and I'm making jokes. Don't pay me no mind. Okay. Karmic masculine came out in reverse, right beside obsession here. Okay. I'm getting a message. I had a feeling that the vicious dog represented the karmic energy, the karmic collective, but let's keep going before I make a judgment. All right. Let's see. Let's keep going. I want to use the other part of the deck because my hands are so little. I can't shuffle this big deck at one time. Any more messages from the image, the vision of the woman trying to save her daughter? Any more messages? Any more messages from the woman in the vision trying to save her daughter from the vicious dog? Let's clarify. And then let me get this here. Because I do want to clarify. Why is the karmic masculine in reverse? Okay, I feel like that's because the karmic masculine is the vicious dog and he's in reverse. Okay. And taking the roles as they resonate, guys. Okay, yeah. Somebody. Okay. I need more clarity. The karmic masculine is in reverse, and then someone is enamored by you, collective. Someone is enamored by you. And so this is a female energy that may be, I don't know, obsessed with or was, right? Obsessed with a masculine here that maybe by this being in reverse, maybe the masculine was karmic and now the masculine is changing, perhaps, and causing this female energy to come forward. But how did we get here with this love when we was talking about protection? Okay, so I'm gonna need some clarity on that. Can you tell me more about the vision and how this relates? Can we tie this together? Ah, intuition. Intuitive Kev is in the building. Okay. It says tap into your intuition. So what I think is telling me is to go deeper. So let's get clarity. Okay. Let's get some clarity. I want some clarity on I feel like I know why the vision came forward, right? Because the feminine clearly wanted to protect her daughter from the vicious dog, which the vicious dog is a collective of energy that was causing manipulation and obsession, right? That was the metaphor. She told her daughter, Stephanie, get low, okay? Protecting her from the energy of manipulation and obsession. But then now we have this karmic masculine coming out in reverse, and then this feminine is enamored evidently by the karmic masculine in reverse, right? And now instant it's telling you to tap into your intuition. Okay, somebody needs to be clear about the energy around them at this time. Be careful not to make any sudden decisions is what I'm getting as it relates to a relationship. Okay, can you clarify the karmic masculine in reverse, please? Clarity card on the karmic masculine in reverse. Oh, baby. I know you lying. Y'all coming out the gate with 2 cards for clarity at the same day time. At the same day time. Okay. So the Pathfinder is basically talking about the intuition again, right? Intuition, tapping into your intuition to trust your inner compass is what it's saying here, right? It is illuminating your path. That's what this card is saying. So I feel like it's saying tap into your intuition for the way forward so that you can trust these energies around you or not trust these energies around you. Okay. And the souls of balance came out on the fence here, right? I feel like off the bat with that coming out with that Pathfinder, trusting your intuition, and that came out twice with the intuitive Kev card here. Trusting your intuition with these energies of manipulation, obsession, these karmics coming out in reverse, right? Maybe that's false. They're masking themselves, okay? And masking themselves as this person that's enamored with you, right? They're enamored with you, but they not even balanced because balance came out on the fence, right? So that's a choice that they have to make. It says seek why can't I say that word? Equilibrium in love, okay? Or if this is career, right? Harmonizing your inner scale, right? To weigh decisions with both heart and mind. So bam, that's the answer. That is the clarity here. Do you see that? Do I need to spin this camera? Do you see that? Okay. That is the clarity here. We know that there's a feminine or a masculine trying to trying to protect someone or some people, a collective, from the manipulation and the obsession. And it could be your ancestors, guys, trying to protect you from manipulation and obsession. That feels better when I say that. So there's loving individuals here, and I feel like this is also you because you have cultivated so much self-love within you. Now you're being attacked here with manipulation, obsessions, karmic energy, enamored by you, collective. And the angels and guides, the ancestors are asking you to stay tapped into your intuition here, trusting the compass, okay? Staying in balance here with your energy, right? Staying in harmony with your energy, okay? And listening to your heart and mind and aligning the two. Because the energy around you can get tricky and it can get unsafe, is what I'm getting from this obsession, manipulation, okay? It can be blinding, right? So it's basically telling you, I'm trying to protect you, but I need you to stay tapped into your intuition here. Okay? Baby, the energy is energy. All right? That is clearly a confirming message. All right. Tell me more. Do you have any more to add? Because this is clearly what it is. Somebody was trying to be protected. I mean, uh somebody is trying to protect collective, divine collective, from karmic energy that is obsessive and manipulative around them, masking themselves like they're not a karmic, with that karmic masculine being in reverse, trying to act like you're not a karmic, but you are. Okay. The energy around you, not you, divine collective, right? And then trying to act like they're all enamored with you. Okay. And they coming in hot and heavy to say hi, but they're according to this reading, stay tapped in, stay woke, collective, because it's it's not what you think. It's not what you think. Okay. Um, somebody in my image this morning, your guides were trying to protect you from this energy trying to come in, talking about they all are enamored with you, right? Enamored, all right, but they're volatile. They're trying to latch on. They're energy vampires, okay? And they're trying to latch on to your energy, okay? Through manipulation. It is what it is, okay? And evidently, this is you. Or it could be someone traveling to you with this energy. So they're trying to warn you to stay protected. But I really feel like this is you, collective. You don't have time for this because you're about to start traveling. This is the 10, the reset point. So as your life changes, right, you'll be leaving all these energies in the past around you that don't serve your highest good right now, right? Because you unlocking magic here. You staying in the becoming the white witch, standing on business, staying devoted and committed, moving and living in grace right here, according to what the guides are suggesting. These cards didn't come out in reverse. You're already doing this energy here, and they're just telling you to keep going, to lock in, bring that magic in, and leave these energies of manipulation and chaos, false karmics. I mean, false masculines, false divine masculines, people acting like they're all giddy and head over heels over you. And this is, take it as it resonates, guys. This is, I could be talking to masculines too. Please put the shoe where it fits, right? But you are no longer available for the effery here because you have cultivated self love. So, what your guides are saying is as long as you stay tuned into your intuition and trust your path here with this Pathfinder, and continue to align because it's on the fence, continue to be in harmony and grace, right? You're going to be traveling soon and minding your black owned business, honey. That's what I got to say. Or your white owned business. Take it as it resonates. Okay. Or if you of another race, you're going to be minding your own business. Period. Period. No access. Didn't I just say that? Blocked. And it came out in reverse, but I'm getting yes, it's blocked. No access. Blocked. Okay? Because you're done here. You're done with that energy here. So the protection is around you and you're constantly being protected. And they're telling you to just stay tapped in because you are moving away from the energies that don't serve you and you're moving into a new timeline with this travel here. And that could be what it means. Not that you may be physically traveling, and some of you may be, but I also just got traveling to the next timeline here, right? And that's why, bam, it is done. It is finished. Okay. Nines represent the ending of a cycle, conclusions, right? So blocked, no access. Okay. That can't be in reverse. Y'all are divinely protected. Done. Okay. Blocked. Okay. And if this energy is in the reverse, they're trying to act like that it is something that it's not. Right. So I would stay guarded up here with this energy. I would just stay guarded up, but it doesn't feel right when I put it in the reverse. So I'm going to turn it around intuitively because I do feel like that you've been cut off from this energy here. I feel like there is no more access to you. I feel like you've been cut off. And that's probably why they're obsessed, because they can't get to you. The game is over. The game is over, okay? And they're disguising like they're not what they are, right? The Jezebel just came out in reverse. Why did the Jezebel and the karmic masculine come out in reverse? Right? Because they're acting like they are not this energy, but they are. It's over for this energy. That's a wrap. Okay? It's over for that. That message suggested that energy, whether it's masculine or feminine, have come into self-love, and you're freeing yourself from obsession and manipulation and the toxic energies around you. So even this message could simply be, because you chose to change and come into self-love, some of you karmics are turning into divines here. Some of you karmic masculines are turning into divine masculines. And it could also be some of you karmic Jezebel feminine energies are turning into, look, that's a lustful demon. Could be changing your ways as well by it going in the reverse. But I feel like you should be careful of the people, of the energies that you allow in your immediate space, is what I'm getting here. Okay? That's what I'm getting. Because if they are coming out of karmic masculines and Jezebel energy, they still need time away and by themselves, okay, to completely heal from that. And if they're faking it, then they're trying to become energy vampires. Okay? That's what I'm getting. But you don't have, they're cut off from you. And that's what the message was about. There is a divine, and that's confirmation. The horn just blew outside. There is a divine collective being protected from this effery, this energy here of false energy, faking, okay, like there's something they're not. All right, when they're lustful karmics, obsessed and ready to manipulate you at every chance they get. It's telling you to stay tapped in and balance yourself so that you can continue to be blocked and have no access to this energy here. Well, that energy has no access to you, is what I meant to say, right? Because they're obsessed and everybody want what they can't have, right? Let's close it out. Any more messages? It was just a message about being protected and to continue to be aware of the energy around you. Okay. Continue to be aware. Move with grace. Okay. So that you can continue to be divinely protected and blocked off from that energy. That's what the vision was about. Okay. Your divine collective is keeping you safe and trying to warn you from the growling dog that was in the vision that I saw. Okay. Yeah, because there is definitely some toxic. It says right here, mentally and emotionally unstable. This is the toxic energy around you, collective, that your guides are trying to protect you from. So at this time, guys, if you guys are dating or even in work situations with these toxic individuals here that are trying to be something that they're not, remember, I heard the download mask off, right? So the divine is pulling the mask of fake karmics, lustful demons here with this Jezebel in reverse, karmic masculines in reverse. These energies you will be blocked from. The divine is pulling the mask. These people are emotionally and mentally unstable at this time. They are obsessed with you, divine collective, because you have cultivated self-love and everybody wants to go to the light. Okay. So they will try manipulation in any way they can to get there, to this light, which is you, right? So your team is telling you, please stay divinely tapped in and continue to cultivate harmony within. Okay, become the Shalom master. Move with grace. Continue to stay white witch energy, tapping into your wisdom here, so you can stand 10 toes down on business and keep yourself divinely protected, because you're continuing to ascend as you continue to commit to the journey. And that's the message. That is the message. Okay. That is the message. As we have journeyed into a new earth, the uh the false narratives around you are trying to hold on for dear life, just like in the movie The Matrix. Okay, just like that last scene in Matrix the Resurrection. Okay, trying to hold on for dear life, and you are going to continue to align your chakras, continue to ascend. Okay, and that's what that is. You're going to continue to ascend while others want to latch on. All right, and that's it. Any more before I go? Any more messages that need to come out before I go? I think that's good. Continue to ascend, align your chakras. Balance is what it's saying here, because you are traveling into a different timeline with this travel card here. You out of here into a different timeline. And that's what that is, right? That's the message. Thank you, Most High. Thank you, angels, guides, divine team. This is a beautiful message. It was a confirming message. Simple instructions to stay centered, grounded, and stay tapped in. Okay. You don't have to stay on alert for these energies. Stay in your self-love energy. Okay. Stay tapped into your intuition here with this energy here. And you will continue to balance your chakras through harmony. Okay. Inner harmony. And it will keep you ascended into your next timeline, traveling, right? And it will keep you away from all these spirits around you that are mentally and emotionally unstable, obsessed, okay, manipulative, Jezebel, lustful spirits, all these lower vibrational energies you have ascended out of. And so it's just asking you to stay there. That's all. Okay. That's all. The divine is trying to keep you protected with no access. Okay. Blocked from that energy. Okay. So when they come in trying to, I just got another message. Some of you may, some of this energy, by this coming out in the reverse, some of this energy may have gotten to you recently in your mental, or maybe trying to come forward by this coming out in reverse. Maybe the divine has unblocked some of this energy so you could take a final test, collective. It's saying stay devoted here to the path. Don't let these people coming in talking about they enamored with you, like they looking like glitter and gold here, but they really see false karmics, because this is in reverse. I feel like they're trying to disguise themselves as being divine when they're really a karmic, is what I'm getting. And they're really mentally, emotionally unstable, manipulative, and obsessed, and living in this energy here of a lustful demon. However, it's in reverse. So they're trying to act like they're not, when the F they are. Okay. They are F boys and girls. Stay locked in, standing 10 toes down, stay aligned is the message. Okay. Because it's maybe coming for you as a final test. Stay devoted to yourself and to your journey, because you have better coming for you. Okay. That's my message, y'all. Spread some love. Have a beautiful week. If temptation finds you this week, stand 10 toes down, these karmics, and stay blocked energy. Okay. My block game is always on point. Okay. So stay in that. Handle business, y'all. 10 toes down. I'm telling you. Okay. That's the message, guys. I'm going to leave you with that. All that glitters is not gold here. And you are being asked to stand on business here. Tap into your wisdom and follow your path. Tap into your intuition and follow your path. Okay. I will see you guys next time on Tay Talks and Tarot. Spread some love, guys, and stay protected. Okay. Peace.